Hey guys, I know I haven't made a video in like a long time. I haven't been able to pour and I haven't been doing much crafty stuff because I got a full-time job recently, so that stuff got put on the back burner, but I had some time and I got some new molds and stickers and stuff, so I wanted to try them out and start getting an early jump on spring and summer craft show seasons and not have like a backup or a backlog of stuff that I wanted to do before the shows. So just gonna show you what I did. Some of it's old molds and redos of past stuff I've done, but this one's gonna get turned into like an Alice in Wonderland one once I paint it. I've done one once before for myself, so, and people like it, so I thought I would do another one. I got some new molds, like I said, and this is a turtle, and then I did a darker one. And most of this stuff is going to end up getting painted, and none of it's finished or glazed yet. And all my paint kind of dried out over the 4 months that I didn't use it, so you can see the specks in it, but I'm going to end up painting over them anyway. Those will get turned into Captain America shields. These are going to get turned into Guardians of the Galaxy awesome mixtapes. One of those is going to go to one of my friends at work. I'll probably end up pouring again, you know, sometime. I've got 3 days off coming up, so. I got some stickers at Walgreens on clearance. These were Hallmark stickers right around Christmas. They're Polar, I don't know, Polar Friends or something. But I got 2 sheets. They were packs of 2 sheets for like $1, and then they were 50% off after that, because it was like 75% off, and then there was like 50% off the marked price. So Olaf. I got a new glitter mix when I went to Michael's, which is pretty much what all of these are. This one's a better example of it because this one's a shiny mold. I think it's called like vintage blue or something of that sort. But I sold most of my frozen stuff at the last show that I did in December. That one's got a lot of air bubbles. That'll probably be in the discount bin. And then I got this mold. I did a couple of these because this one's easy to pour. And then I'm going to paint these lines, probably white. But I really like that glitter mix. It's like half gone already. Because I like that. I've been looking for the small kind of hexagonal holographics and I can't find them, so I just bought a mix with it in it. This one I mixed myself. And this is purple, but it looks blue. Cheshire Cat, which will have to get painted. Then I did a bunch of peanut butter and jellies, but I have to pour the peanut butter part. But I always pour the jelly and then pour the bread. But the peanut butter one I paint to make it look more like peanut butter. So I just pour brown. I got a bunch of new Pokeball molds. So there's that one. This one's a set. This one's an older one, but. And then I got the best friend one. I think it's a cool idea to have best friend keychain things. I mean, they're really popular at Claire's, so I would think they would sell at craft shows. I'm going to do a couple regular Pokeballs, and then I'm going to do, I think, a Master Ball set. And I got the Ouija board mold. I poured one in black, and then I poured the planchet in black too. And then I did one in brown, thinking I could paint wood grain on it. The planchet's down here, stuck to something else. I did some blank black hearts. I normally paint these up like Jack and Sally kind of style. This is a new one. I guess I went around the internet and I printed different images of like custom PS3 and Xbox controllers. So these ones are going to be painted up like Batman-ish, and then probably the small logos. I did one like this before for myself, but I painted one that I poured and it didn't look good. So they're going to be glued on there kind of like that. And then once I get some of them painted, I'll probably show you guys. I might show you my custom one that I did. These are going to get painted up. Probably, I was thinking kind of like Harley Quinn. This is going to become a Batman corset. I don't know if I'm going to use the big bat or the small one. I think the small one looks better instead of the bow. Kind of like that. But yeah, I want to get stuff poured so I'm not painting at the last minute again. I just did some random kind of gummy worm things because I got a candy palette mold. And then these I'm just going to paint because I didn't want to pour 2 layers. I didn't have another night to pour and I needed to get my stuff put away, so. This one is the first time I poured it and it kind of leaked over a little bit. So I might paint something maybe like Sugar Skull-ish on here so I can cover that part up. I did a bunch of Batman symbols to glue onto stuff. These, I got deer antlers, and then I had a circle mold like this. I planned on, like, you know how they have those velveteen things you can mount antlers on? I planned on kind of gluing it on there like that, so they're easier to work with as far as making a pendant or a keychain or whatever out of. Did a Game Boy. This I'm going to paint up like an Alice in Wonderland kind of cookie. And I know the paint chips are pretty bad, that's why I'm going to paint over it. Did an egg. And then I have the bacon charm to go with it. More antlers in brown instead of... I wanted to go for the bone color, but I don't think this is quite dark enough. Strawberry that's going to get painted. And these ones are more from Walgreens. They're shakers. I maybe shouldn't have did the glitter around it. It all kind of floated to the outside. But they're probably just going to go in like the $2 bin anyway. I didn't know if they were going to work out because a lot of times the poofy stickers float away and don't. I mean, some of them are off to one side like this one, but this one's just a random. It's got pearl on the back because it was just kind of filling that one with whatever I had left. Then I got these new unicorn stickers, so I did some hipster unicorns. And the littler stuff seems to sell better, so I thought I'm gonna try that. And then these, what I originally wanted to do, I had like a kind of like a defect piece that I tried to fix, and I poured into the mold. Like I popped the heart out, and I'm like, well, it's not really thick enough for me to do anything with, so I pushed it back in and I poured white on top of it. And what it did was it covered up part of this, so like this entire piece was covered with like a light white. And it looked like, you know, what amethyst would look like when you take it out of the ground, like it's partially covered by rock and there's just a chip in it, but you know that the stone is in there, it's just not visible. And that's what I wanted to do with these. So I popped these out so you could see the air bubble, you know, around this part, but this part was still stuck to the mold. And then I poured clear in there, but it didn't sink down or cover it like I wanted it to. So I might just paint over this part. So I did like a sapphire, because I tried to push the glitter down so it had like a depth effect. You know, once it got tacky, I took a toothpick and poked and then poured glitter in, you know, the little valley that it made. But I mean, it looks like it has depth. You can kind of see that the swirl is deeper right here than anywhere else. But they were an experiment. I was hoping they'd work because it worked that one time before, but like I said, it's hard to mimic things that are actually mistakes that turn out nice. Because I wanted it to have like that extra layer on there so it looked and it felt like there was another layer over something. But maybe we'll try again. But I can still work with them. They're still pretty. Well, that's about it. I'll maybe, once I finish painting some stuff or pouring some cooler stuff, I'll let you guys see that, because it's kind of hard to do. I work 5 out of 7 days, and then when I do get home I'm like tired, so I don't want to do anything except watch TV. But when I do get 2 days off or 3 days off, it's nice to pour. It's a stress reliever. So, but we'll probably get this stuff painted eventually here in the next month. It's cold out, so it's hard to go outside and sand and everything like that. So, but considering how cold it is, none of the stuff really had giant air bubbles in it, which was nice. I was surprised that I thought some of this stuff would have like those micro bubbles in it, so it didn't pour correctly or didn't look right. But really everything looks okay. Except that one Olaf that has tons of bubbles in it. But I think that was the Mod Podge. That's probably the Mod Podge's fault. Because this one looks okay and it was the same thing. Alright, well, I think that's about it. I might do, I'm kind of a big photography buff, and in the summer I more so, but I've been getting into getting canvases printed, and I've got them done at a few different places, and I know how other places do them if I haven't gotten them done there. So I might do a video on that, and maybe where the best place to go is to get those done if people are looking into them. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye!